3x is what? 5x. 2 root 2 plus 3 root 2 is what? 5 root 2, right? 2 root 8 plus root 18 is what? What would you do here? 4 times 2, so that would become 2 root 2 plus, this is 9 times 2, 3 root 2 to get what? I brought out a 2, yeah, thanks. 4 root 2, so to get 7 root 2, right? All of that should tell you how to multiply. I shouldn't even need to teach it. If I have a coefficient and an argument, and a coefficient in the same argument, I add the coefficients. If I have a coefficient in an argument, and a coefficient in an argument, I add the coefficients, keep the same argument. If I have arguments that do not look the same, and they are radical, I simplify first, and then if they end up the same, I simplify, right? Okay, so knowing that all the addition rules are the same if I have a coefficient and an argument, what would happen with multiplication, since multiplication is the exact same as addition? 2x times 3x is what? Now say it. 6x squared. Why? It's okay, Sarah. Why? Because it's 2 times 3 and x times x, right? The coefficients multiply, the arguments multiply. If I had to draw it out with those silly algebra tiles, 2x's, 3x's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x squared's in the middle, yes? So, what then, therefore, using the logic that you all have in your brain, what must 2 root 3 times 3 root 5 be? It's not a trick question. If it happens once in math, it always happens in math. The 2 and the 3 multiply, the x and the x multiply. 6 root 15, done. That's how you multiply radicals. That's how easy it is. You've all also, every single one of you, I guarantee, has seen this before. Except I cannot guarantee it for Isabel, Kaio, Sarah, David, Jorit, and Hao Chen, and Karan Deep. That's it. Every single one of the rest of you, I guarantee you have seen this before because I taught it to you personally. The rest of you should have seen it before. Kaio probably saw it in about grade 6. Hao Chen probably saw it just past kindergarten. Sarah probably saw it grade 6, 7 as well. Because they are from other countries where they do a better job of math than we do. Is there anybody in here that has not seen this? Well, no, now you all have to say you have because I just showed you. Okay, so what do I do with that? I multiply the coefficients, then I multiply the arguments. What do I get? He waited patiently for his grade 11s to multiply 2 single-digit numbers. Negative 35 root 24. Now, what did he say yesterday when he was teaching the unit? Simplify whenever you can. Is that something that we can simplify? Of course we can, because that is 4 times 6. What is the square root of 4? So what comes out here? What is Now that is a coefficient. What do coefficients do? Multiply to get negative 70 root 6. Yeah? That's how easy this is. Everything else just depends on changing the looks. The rules don't change. What is different in B? How does B differ from A? There's no coefficient, but there is a coefficient. What is it? It is 1. Multiply the coefficients. This one's really simple. 3 times 1. Don't make me wait. 3. Root. 2 times 8. 16. What's the square root of 16? Because we simplify whenever we can. 4. So what comes out here? 4. What's already out here? So it's 12. Did I leave anything under there? 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 Thank you. God! How long does it take? I hate first block. I just made it the bell say underwear. Good God. What?
So you can't simplify beforehand.
You could have simplified beforehand. No, you didn't. Because then, if you simplified beforehand, and I'm glad you asked, Jashin, because I did that on purpose. You got root 2 times 4 times 2, right?
Last starting with G.
So that's 6 root 2, correct? Okay. 1 times 6 is 6. Root 2 times root 2 is what?
Root 4.
Root 4. What's the square root of 4, Jashin?
16.
The square root of 4, Jashin? 2. So what comes out here?
Oh my God. My bad.
What come 2? What did I leave under there? Nothing. 2 times 6 is 12. Oh my good gravy. We got the same answer.
But I would have to simplify that further down to 12, right? My 6 root 4.
Yes. Because it simplifies, so you simplify. Because when do you simplify?
Whenever.
Whenever you can. Do you ever stop simplifying? When it's as simple as it gets. Is there anything simpler in this question than the number 12?
No.
There you go. What does that little 2 mean? That means negative root 6 times negative root 6. What are the 2 coefficients? Negative 1 and negative 1. What's negative 1 times negative 1, Bubbles? 1. What's root 6 times root 6? Root 36, which is 6. So out comes a 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Now that should have already shown you that if you take a radicand and you square it, what do you get? You get the radicand back. And that makes sense, yes? 2 times 2 is 4. The square root of 4 is 2. So the square root of 4 times the square root of 4, square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is 2. So what am we going to have here? What does this really mean?
16.
Don't try and do it in your head yet. What does it really mean? It means 4 root 3 times 4 root 3, yes? Which gives me 16 root 9. What is the root of 9? 3, so out comes a 3, and I end up with 16 times 3, which is 48. Actually, I would write 316, and then we could do Austin 316 if it was wrestling, but it's not. I was a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan until The Rock came along. And then I was like, man, screw you, Stone Cold. I was a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan before he was Stone Cold Steve Austin, when he was just plain old Steve Austin. I thought he was wicked. It wasn't as cool of a name, but he was still wicked. And then he became Stone Cold Steve Austin. My buddy was such a wrestling fan, he had a cutout of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he used to put it around the house. So you'd like walk into the kitchen in the morning, turn on the light, and there would be Stone Cold staring right at you. Then he added a rock, and they would have wrestling matches throughout the house. But they were cardboard, so it wasn't very, effective. All right. Is everybody good? Do the rules change? No. So, looking at this question right here, that looks an awful lot like 5x times 3y plus 2z minus a, doesn't it? Because I got a coefficient out. Now, if there were no roots, what would I do with that coefficient and that first argument? I would distribute, right? So what do you think I do here? I distribute, because math always makes sense. Math does not wake up one morning and say, I'm really, really angry at Mr. Myers' Block A PC 11 class, so I'm going to change all my rules today. Math is not a spiteful significant other. Math does not change the rules if the sun is up as opposed to if it is not. Math does not do that to you. It always stays the same. So you never have to guess. When math says it's fine, it's fine. 3 of you got that joke. 4 of you. You all get the joke, right? Are you okay? I'm fine. Does it really mean fine? No. For math, it means math is fine. Math is not trying to mess around with your head. Math, if you bring math roses, math is just happy. It doesn't want carnations. Okay? So, go. What is this first one? 15 root 16. You know that's 4, but you're not going to simplify that yet, because then you'll get off track. What is the next term? 10 root 24. What is the third term? Minus 5 root 40. Now, have you done half the job? Yes, you have. You've done the grade 9 part of this question. You would get a grade 9's worth of marks in pre-calc 11 if you stopped there. Right? Now we're going to carry on. Simplify everywhere we can. What is this? 4 times 15, which is 60. Plus 24 is 4 times 6. So what comes out? 20 root 6. 40 is 4 times 10. So what comes out? Minus 10 root 10. And I'm done. Yeah? Okay. What if I had here 8x minus 5 times 9y plus 4z? What would I do if it was polynomials? All of you are going to say a 4-letter word that begins with F, not the one you think. You will FOIL that. So what will you do when it is radicals? FOIL that, because math doesn't mess with your head. If you say to math, do you want to watch The Bachelor tonight? Math will say yes if math wants to watch The Bachelor tonight. Math will not say, I want to watch whatever you want to watch, dear, and then you suggest something other than The Bachelor and you get in trouble. Math will not do that to you. That doesn't happen in my house. My wife does not watch The Bachelor. She is far too intelligent to watch any reality show. The Bachelor is quality television. I saw the commercial where the guy ran out over the fence. I would have done the same thing if someone put me on that piece of crap show. I would have said, I'm not marrying any of you stupid bad words. And by the same token, if I was on The Bachelorette, I'd be like, you guys are all scum. I wouldn't marry any of you neither. Actually, what I would do if I ever ended up on The Bachelor, I would find whoever was on The Bachelorette that season. I would say, screw all these people. Let's you and I get together.
Oh, hacking the system.
Now that would be a show. That's what I'd watch.
I wonder on Survivor.
The Bachelor Redux. And it's just The Bachelor and The Bachelorette running away. And all those idiots on the show, I don't know where they went. They were here last night. I don't know where they are now. And then meanwhile, on another network, the other two have run away with each other and lived happily ever after. Holy crap, that's good TV.
I like Survivor.
Yeah. I like Survivor when that guy fell in the fire and nearly died.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Because that's what Survivor should be. If Survivor was, I'm going to take a bunch of greedy, shallow idiots and I'm going to drop them on an island. Then I'm going to film it from a helicopter with no help. I would have watched that. Because then there would be 11 less greedy, selfish idiots in the world because they would kill each other.
Like Man vs. Wild.
Yeah. Except they still help those people too much.
Yeah, I know. Like Naked and Afraid.
I was going to bring up Naked and Afraid, but I'm glad you did first. Go. You know what I find funny? How they only find attractive people for Naked and Afraid.
It's crazy.
They never find anybody that just looks normal. That's why they haven't asked me. All right. So this first one is going to be what? He waited patiently for his grade 11 students to multiply two single-digit numbers. Still waiting. 72 root 10. Awesome. What's this one? 48 root 20. Awesome. What's this one? Minus 45 root 5. And what's this one? Minus 30 root 10. Now what must I do if I can? Simplify. Does any of that simplify? The 20 simplifies. Because it's red, I will stick with red. 4 times 5. What comes out there? 2. So this becomes 96 root 5. Now, what do you notice? Now, like terms. So, Jashin, are we done simplifying? No, we're going to simplify this thing till we can simplify it till we can simplify no more. Till the people who are naked and afraid are no longer neither naked nor afraid. With bad TV. That will give us, and I'm choosing pink for my color, 42 root 10. 96 minus 45 is 56 plus 51 root 5. And I'm done. Yeah? Yeah. What does this mean? Does that 2 distribute to both of them? No. Of course it doesn't. What do brackets mean? It is both of them. This is the base. And a squared for a base means it is that base times itself. So what do I do, Sarah? Foil it. We are going to foil this math. We will not let this math foil us. Get it? Because when you're foiled by something, you're beaten by it. We will not let this math foil us. We are going to foil the poo out of this math. Go.
Could we have grade 9 students, last name H to K, please come down to the cafeteria area?
Every 10 minutes, send the next 5 letters. One announcement, once. But I'm not in charge.
Because you have to be complicated and cry and take like 5 minutes to get shots.
No, you don't. They're trained down there. Oh, hey, are you a little scared? Yeah. You don't have to worry about needles. Everything will be fine. It's already done. Go.
Yes, sneak attack.
Right? We've all gotten needles. You don't even know what's happening. What makes you scared of needles? No. You are scared of something you pay attention to. Don't pay attention to it. Talk to the person. Go. Do I need to do 4 different colored arrows? Yeah. Fine, Sarah. I'm choosing weird colors then. Magenta, yes. And then I simplify. That is 75. That is minus 40 root 18 plus 96. 75 and 96 is 171. That is 9 times 2 minus 120 root 2. What about here? That's really confusing looking, is it? No, because that is 2 cube root 54 minus 3 cube root 4 times 2 cube root 54 minus 3 cube root 4. Now, what I would recommend here, how many of you want to do 54 times 54 and then find its cube root? Not me. So what should we do? Simplify first. 27 times 2, 27 times 2. So that becomes 6 cube root 2 minus 3 cube root 4 times 6 cube root 2 minus 3 cube root 4. And then guess what? FOIL. 36 cube root 4 minus 18 cube root 8 minus 18 cube root 8 plus 9 cube root 16. There is no cube root of 4, so that doesn't change. There is a cube root of 8. What is it? 2. There's another cube root of 8. 2. So that becomes 36 cube root 4. 36, negative 36 minus 36 is minus 72. There is no cube root of 16, but it simplifies because it's 8 times 2, right? So what comes out? 18 cube root 2. And then I'm done. In a perfect world, we would change the order to bring this radical to the middle and the constant to the end. Do you really think I care about that? No. Is everybody good? Your job is to attempt page 38 and 39. When will I be seeking 38 and 39's completion? Monday, because what is happening tomorrow? Your test on exponents. Will I give you the whole period? Yes. If you finish early, what would be a good idea to work on? This stuff, unless it's already done. Remember, a great many of you did not finish page 35 because your idiot teacher put multiplication stuff before he reminded you how to multiply. So you could finish page 35 too. Class is over in 16 minutes. Or is it over at 9:05 today? I can never remember how old.
9:15.
9:15? No. Shut up your face. Really? Holy crap. You've got 20 minutes. You could be totally done. And have nothing for the weekend. But let's be honest, most of you don't do your math homework on the weekend anyway, so it's not like any other weekend. Stop it.